Well, we've heard a lot of discussion about the amazing development of drones and what they can do. In the Black Sea, for example, without much of a navy of its own, the Ukraine use of drones has produced some pretty good results. Neutralized Russia's Black Sea fleet with cheap drones. On land, more than 2/3 of the casualties since Russia's escalation have come from drones. In the Red Sea, Houthi rebels managed to bring international shipping to a near standstill and repeatedly target U.S. Navy vessels using a mix of cheap Iranian drones and missiles. Clearly, those conflicts offer valuable lessons for the Navy and Marine Corps on the future of warfare, particularly when it comes to both fielding and countering drones. What are the lessons? You've covered some of this, but I'd like to hear it one more time. What are the lessons you've learned? What are the investments you're making? What are you doing to drive down costs of producing and countering drones in the air and at sea?
Thank you for the question, Senator. Look, we are all learning lessons in real time. I'd say the one thing I would say to you as it comes to drones, and I kind of touched on it a little bit in my opening statement, how we fund our drone development is going to be very important. And I think programmatically funding it is going to be tricky because the technology is changing so quickly that if we get stuck on one program, we could end up being obsolete very quickly. We are testing a number of different drone systems undersea, on the surface, in the air. Both forces are doing a lot of incredibly good work. And how that fits in with the whole force design is something we're spending a lot of time. We have to think about defense, offense, and surveillance. All are things we are doing as we speak. They are cost effective. They're very effective. And so we will continue to stay very focused on that. And I promise you, we are taking learning lessons from all of the conflicts in real time and incorporating that into how we look at things. I don't know, General Smith or Admiral Kilby.
I'll just go really quick. I agree with what the Secretary said. We're sharing information from the Naval European Forces Commander, Admiral Munch, with Admiral Kaler in the Pacific. One of our areas is called non-traditional sea denial, which is a combination of unmanned air, surface, and undersea vessels. So we are making an investment in this, and I agree with the Secretary that we have to treat it differently than our traditional platforms. But I believe it will be a mix of unmanned and manned aircraft in what we call a hybrid fleet that will be most effective for the United States Navy.
And Senator, we have an attack drone team at Quantico that constantly is looking to do additive manufacturing and 3D printing of our own drones. Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to be committed to one vendor and then have something better pop up, and now I'm committed to a 5-year contract with one vendor. I want to be able to self-produce drones and attack munitions, one-way attack drones. We can already do that. We've demonstrated that at Quantico, and with great effect and with great efficiency and with great economic sense.
Well, if there are no further questions, senators have 1 week to submit additional questions for the subcommittee's official hearing record. We request your responses be received within 30 days of receiving the questions. The subcommittee stands in recess subject to the call of the chair.